stories which we are following up for you, and we do know that today marks World Consumer Rights Day, and we are asking whether Parliament, as we speak, is in the position to pass the Consumer Rights Bill into law. Now, we've got to speak to the country director of West Africa, CATS International, Apia Kusi Adumakun, to speak to us on this subject matter. Thanks so much, sir, for your time here on the marketplace. Today, we are celebrating Consumer Rights Day. Do you think Parliament is in the position to pass the bill as we speak?
Okay, thank you very much, and good afternoon to your viewers. Ghana's attempt to get Consumer Protection Bill started far back in 2006, and ever since then, there has been some little patches of work on the bill. However, it hasn't been laid before Parliament. Every year, the bill is listed as part of a bill to be received by Parliament for consideration, and yet the bill doesn't get to Parliament. Early this year, it was listed, and I'm sure it has not, but when I checked last week, it has still not been received by Parliament. And so there's a little chance that we can get this bill passed. And if you also recall, in 2016, in the NPP's manifesto, NPP also assured Ghanaians that they would fast-track the passage of the bill. And with less than 10 months to go, I'm not sure that there is any, the government or the ministry has demonstrated any sense of urgency in taking the bill to Parliament and allowing Parliament to deliberate and pass it. And in the absence of this law, you can see a whole plethora of consumer rights abuse. When you go to the shop to go and buy a product, for example, they have written that the goods sold here are not returnable. So if you go and the goods is not fit for purpose, you cannot return it. There are other issues. You are speaking with a financial consultant, even the banking sector. When you take a loan and you want to change, the contract terms that most of these banks they write their loan agreement, you see that it is one-sided. The right of the consumer is not well enshrined in most of these financial service contracts. There are so many sectors that you find yourself about. So it's very bad, and it's sad that today we join the world to celebrate the World Consumer Rights Day, and Ghanaians do not have a consumer protection law.
And I'm struggling to identify why the bill has delayed. But do you think that consumers, they themselves, have been educated to appreciate the relevance of this bill?
I think, if you've been following the industry for the past 10 years, our brother Kofi Kapito for the past 10 years has been doing a lot of advocacy. CAT has also been doing it, and other organizations too have all been doing it. Just that the bill needs to get to Parliament from the Ministry of Trade, or Parliament has to work on it. But when those institutions that are tasked to get the bill into law are not doing their work, or when they are dragging their feet, that means that you are not going to get the bill. And I can also say that I would say that there has not been seriousness attached to this particular bill, because a bill that it was started in 2006, almost 18 years, the bill is still not in a final shape to go to Parliament, and it's a clear indication that whoever is working on it is not serious.
I see, whoever is working on it is not serious, you see. But let's touch on this subject matter, which of course is developing, which has to do with the erratic power supply we are witnessing so far. As Consumer Rights Day, and of course we celebrating the day, do you think that consumers demanding for a timetable to plan their daily activities is in order?
Yes, I think it is fair, Prof, reasonable that the service provider, which is the ECG, to give consumers a schedule as to when their lights will go off and when their lights will be on. You know, people are using this electricity as a way of for business. And so if you know that your light will not be on in the course of the day, then you schedule your production for evening. If you know your light will be on in the day, then you come to work in the day. And here is the case, you don't know when your light will go off or on. You'll be working and then suddenly your light goes off. And this is the first time we have been through this crisis before. I remember in 2014, a similar thing happened. PURC demanded, instructed ECG to come up with a schedule within 48 hours, and which ECG complied. I don't know why this time PURC is not instructing ECG to do so. I mean, it's very bad. It's very bad, and if we allow this thing to continue, it will also impact on public safety and also health of the economy.
And it's become like a double lag only as we speak now, internet challenges now, and there are also concerns that, well, the telcos have to compensate customers after these challenges have been resolved. Do you share that?
I think compensation is this issue was a problem that came from the upstream. And so the telcos like Vodafone or now Telcel or MTN, they buy these services from the upstream. And the causes of this crisis of the internet outage was also, we've been told, was some form of an earthquake that happened undersea that caused all those things to happen. And so I think we cannot, as a matter of right, to demand for compensation, but maybe the telecom company by their own work can decide to maybe give free bonuses to Ghanaians to kind of work, to give some free extra data to compensate for the losses in the losses occasioned as a result of the outage. And for me, I wouldn't ask for compensation as a matter of a legal right.
Thank you very much, West African Regional Director, CATS International, Apia Kusi Adomakun. We are grateful for your time here.